Okay, I forgot about number 19. So number 19 is asking us to find the value of c to ensure that the function is continuous everywhere. And you can see from the piecewise definition that this domain setting, the domain setting is just breaking this part up into two problems. And the dividing line is where x is equal to 1. So at x equals 1, it tells us that the function value, or excuse me, when x is greater than 1, the function value says it should equal negative 2. So let's go ahead and draw that. And it's going to have an open circle at that point. And it's just a horizontal line extending to the right. So it's just going to go out like this. Whoops. So the graph looks like this. And now what we're trying to do is we're trying to then find the c value so that the piecewise function when x is less than or equal to 1 matches up with that blue horizontal line we just drew. So in general, that would be sort of the general shape of x to the third power. So we have to match this line, this parent function, to that blue line. So, well, the first thing we need to observe is that the only value that we have for x is x equals 1. And what do we want it to equal so that it will be continuous? And negative 2 is the answer. So if you cube 1, you get 1. So 1c is equal to a negative 2. So what's the effect of negative 2 x to the third power? Well, if you plug in 0 for x, you get 0 times negative 2. So it does go right to the origin. And if we plug in a 1, we get negative 2. That ensures that these two are continuous. And we're not really too concerned with the shape, but instead of going off in that direction, it's going to, as we put in, say, negative 1, if we put in a negative 1, we have 2 times negative 1 cubed. Negative 1 cubed is a negative 1 times this other negative 2. At negative 1, it would equal positive 2. So it's going to look something like this. So it's actually going in the other direction. So at negative 2, of course, that would be negative 16. So this thing is starting to approach this, comes back through here, and it connects up. So we kind of went overboard in explaining that one. Basically, the c value is equal to a negative 2. And that's the final answer. And that is the last problem.